Hey, how's everybody doing today? Mark here from MyVegas magazine, the #1 city magazine in Las Vegas. What's happening, where to go, and who's who in Las Vegas with MyVegas magazine. I'm Mark today, your host on Ask the Expert. Today we're going to be talking about some amazing things that I had no clue about. In fact, it's so amazing. We're just going to dive right in, jump right in. Natalia is here with me. Natalia, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Mark? Thank you for having me.
Good, good. Thank you. And we talked a little bit before the show, and Faja Sweat is her company, Faja Sweat. If you don't know what that is, hang on. We're going to find out. We're going to start right here with Natalia. And I love that name, Natalia. It's like a movie star. Let me ask you that one. It's not on the plan, but I want to ask you, what did your mom come up with that name?
I don't know. It's such a popular name, Latino name. So yes, my name is Natalia. My last name is Rothermel. You know, but my name in Colombia is Natalia Benjumea. It's completely different. I'm from Colombia.
Okay.
I came to America years ago, 25 years ago. I came from the school. Yeah, I went to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
So I went to school.
Wait, from Colombia to the South.
I know, yes.
So two different accents fighting for attention. Like, you know, how y'all doing? And you're like,
it was challenging for me. I tell you the truth. It was challenging. I finished school in Colombia. I studied business. Okay. Then I went to Atlanta. And it was very challenging because when I came to Atlanta, I wasn't speaking English. Zero. So that's why I came to a school. I went to school to study English. Because I was studying business. Wow. So anyway, it was very challenging in the beginning because remember, in the South with the accent, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a little complicated. And it was, you know, many of my friends, they were like, they're trying to figure out what is she saying, because, you know, even by now, 25 years later, you know, I have an accent. And it's funny because, you know, it's not like I try to, you know, to change my accent, but it's impossible. Remember, I was raised in Colombia. And this is my accent. No,
keep it. It's beautiful, and you know what? It's going to be your trademark, okay? That beautiful girl with the accent, okay?
With the trademark, and it's funny because, you know, exactly, my trademark, I got a company, the name of my company is Faja Sweat. So Faja means belt, translate like that, but in reality, Faja means body shaper, waist trainer, body contour. That's what it means, Faja. So when Latinos, they know that word. Every time that a woman hears the word faja, they get excited, like, oh my gosh, what is that? This is a body shaper. So when do you wear a body shaper? Most of the times when you have a plastic surgery. So why? Because it helps with the recovery. Remember, after a plastic surgery, you have a lot of inflammation. So I will talk about that later. But not only that, so many women, they want to enhance the natural curves. So that's why they like to wear underneath body shapers. Because, you know, sometimes some women, they struggle with the workout. You know, it's not that easy sometimes for women, because when you have the routine, it's easy, you know, to go work out, have a nice shape, but not everybody. Sometimes they have health issues. So they can go to the gym. So they wear this body shaper because they want to wear a beautiful dress, something that it makes everything looks like, wow. We all want to look beautiful. Even guys, no?
Well, yeah, I probably need a body shaper myself. Now, if you're watching the show right now, just to give you a heads up, Natalia's business is Faja Sweat, and it's she's in the business of pre and post surgery. So when you are getting ready to go to surgery, she's there for you. When you come out of surgery, she's there for you also. And the recovery process is equally important, from what I understand, in the fact that you've got to take care of the scars, you've got to treat the skin, you've got to take care of, you need almost like a nurse.
Exactly. So one of the most important things for the plastic surgery is the post-care. Post-care is the most important. So one of the things, I explain it to you really quick, Mark. So in Colombia, we are well known because the body shapers means the fajas, because the lycra. Not only that, we are well known because the plastic surgeries. We do a lot of plastic surgeries in Colombia. So that's why we are well known. That's why when you see those Colombian, you know, they say, oh my God, they have plastic surgeries. We like to take care of ourselves. Of course, we like to do plastic surgeries. So, but yes, the body shapers, so what it does, it will help you with the post-care. So not only that, it's gonna help with the recovery process. Because remember, after a plastic surgery, so it's a process, they got a lot of swelling, a lot of inflammation. So what it does, this lycra, with the compression, it helps with the circulation. And it helps with the inflammation to get down faster. But not only that, remember, it's a combination. So the doctor, they do an amazing job. then the post-care.
Yeah.
The fajas, plus we call lipophone. We had to use lipophone. Those are special things for the recovery. That helps with the inflammation to get down. Then also we recommend always the lymphatic massages. What is that? So those are professional massages that it helps to get the swelling down. So that's very important. Not many doctors here in the United States, they talk about the faja, the lymphatic massages through all the post-care. But what I did different than everybody, in my videos, you're gonna see my Instagram. Totally, all the time I talk about the massages, the post-care, because that's very important. You know, that's very important. And my clients, they are amazing. They help me a lot because they allow me to do the videos. I have an amazing customer. Majority of my clients, they are about 40, 50, and 60. Those are the age. Because remember, women when they are 20s, they got beautiful, amazing body, right? So women on the 30s, they planning on having babies, family. Once they done family, you know, once they had the babies, so now I say, okay, now we're gonna do, they call mommy makeover.
Yes.
So what is that? The mommy makeover is, we call the tummy tuck with the breast lift, all the things, and the breast implants. That way the body gets back where it used to be.
Yeah.
Exactly. Remember, every time that we have babies, our body change a lot.
Oh yeah.
And even if we work out a lot, remember, so many women, when they gain weight, remember they got the skin, they lose skin. So the only way that you get that back is once you do the surgeries, okay? We have many different types of surgeries. So we got the tummy tuck, the extended tummy tuck. So the other thing that I do a lot, I work with the weight loss programs.
Okay.
So remember, here in the United States, so many people, you know, obesity. So now what we do, the people, they lose the weight, then they had to do the skin removal. And for that, they had to wear the garments. They had to do all the post-care.
Wow, wow, wow.
It's amazing. Yes, it's fun. It's a fun business.
Yeah, you know, how many years have you been doing this?
It's been about 9 years.
9 years. So
9 years,
10 years ago, you weren't doing this.
No, 10 years ago,
what
no.
made you, what spawned you or made you think like, I want to do this as a business? I mean, how'd you get into it?
It's so funny. Before this business, I used to have another line, workout lines, leggings. So many people, they know me because it's fit. That was my other company. I used to go to the bodybuilding trade shows. And I used to sell there at the trade shows. One day, guess how life can change? Life can change in 1 minute.
In 1 minute, yeah.
I got this lady came to me and I say, oh, you from Colombia? And I say, yes, I'm from Colombia. That means you had the fajas. I say, no, I don't have the fajas. I was like, what? Anyway, I remember that day, I left that show. Mark, I made $45. And the trade show cost me for those 2 days $265. Never gonna forget. I was like, oh my God, I didn't make the money. Look at this. I keep driving. One day I was like, wait a minute. I'm from Colombia. I'm already in the manufacturing business. What am I doing? So, boom, let's get in the faja business. So, my baby was a year old. Grow my baby. I say to my ex-husband, listen, I'm gonna go to Colombia because why? You don't need that, Natalia. My ex-husband and I, we used to have a big company, hair care company. We were in the manufacturing. I've always been in the manufacturing business. So I learned a lot from my ex-husband. He was like learning too much. I mean, he was Colombia. So good. No, he's American. So I was married for 15 years. So we built a company together since we were dating. So it's a hair care company. We were selling in Amazon, distributors, wholesale, hair salons. Yes. So we were working together. He said to me, you don't need that, Natalia. You got your company. I say, no, but I want to do something else. You know, stubborn. So anyway, I grabbed Chloe.
Was that in Atlanta?
No, that was already in Vegas.
How many years were you in Atlanta? You said you went from Colombia to Atlanta. How many years in Atlanta?
I was 7 years in Atlanta.
And then you came to Vegas.
Then I met my ex-husband. Then I met Robert. So we got engaged and then we moved to Miami. We lived there for 3 years. It was an amazing time. We had so much fun in Miami. So then we moved from Miami to Las Vegas, because the manufacturer was in California. But for the tax reason and all the things, it was hard to live in California. So the manufacturer was there, but we were here living in Vegas. So we used to go to California all the time. So that's why I said, you know what? Anyway, to make it short, I was learning a lot from the manufacturing things. So then I went to Colombia. I tried to get, Faja companies. Honestly, it was hard. They closed the door to me.
Really?
Because they want high quantities. That makes sense,
Okay.
Natalia. 2 companies, they opened the door for me.
Oh, really?
I was like, that was amazing. I started working with this company as a distributor. Then, 4 years later, my ex-husband said to me, Robert said to me, I say, Natalia, remember, in order to be successful, you have to be different than everybody. What are you gonna do different than selling fajas?
Right.
Say, you know what, you are right. Then I was like, he said to me, why do you focus on the plastic surgeons? Boom,
Okay.
Here you go again. Grab my daughter, we went back to Colombia, I contact so many plastic surgeons. And I went and I educate myself with all the plastic surgeons. Not only that, guess what I did?
Yeah.
I went to the manufacturers to educate myself about the Lycra.
And?
That's what I need. I say, okay, what is so important? I say, the doctor, they do the surgery, but what's going on? What is the meaning of those Lycra? Why is so important to have everything by compression? Explain it really quick.
Yeah, compression.
Compression.
To hold it in.
So the compression, so the faja, it comes by stages, means by compression. Okay? So stage 1 is once you leave the surgical place, it's super light compression.
Okay.
Okay? You were there for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
With the lipophone. Then 2 weeks later, we go with the stage 2, means medium compression.
Okay.
Right? So it's more compression, remember, because now we're gonna start working getting the swelling down.
Okay.
Then weeks later, we go with the stage 3, high compression. That's when we're gonna start shaping the body. So the fajas comes by compression. That's what I learned. So I used to go to all the trade shows in Colombia about the lycras.
Are we talking Bogota or what?
In Medellin. Medellin, Colombia.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my hometown.
Which is a big city.
Oh yeah, it's a huge
like
city.
New York.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's well known because Pablo Escobar. Everybody knows Colombia, Medellin, Colombia, because Pablo Escobar, the drug cartels, back in the 80s.
Yeah.
But now it's one of the most visited cities in the whole South America.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. Everything is
Are your parents still over there?
My mom.
Your mom is still over there?
My mom.
Okay.
My whole entire family lives in Colombia.
Oh, wow.
Here in America, it's only my daughter and I.
Okay.
Chloe and I. Yeah,
Well,
and my little cat.
You gotta fly. You gotta fly her back
I go
there
to
a
Colombia.
lot.
I go to Colombia very often. I go to Colombia every 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I got properties in Colombia. I got my whole family and the manufacturers. So that's why I go very often to Colombia.
With your accent and talking about Colombia, I know this is off topic, but I just got to. I love finding out what's the #1 dish in Colombia.
This is so funny because you know what, the Colombian food is okay. I mean, it's good, but of course, I'm gonna tell you that it's good because that's how I was raised. But you look at it, it's rice, beans, pork, egg, and ground beef.
Really?
It's in one day. And plantain. So people is like, oh, this is a lot of carbs. This is a lot of fat. Yeah, it's just traditional dish. We call bandeja paisa. So, like I say to you, for me it was amazing because I was raised eating that kind of food.
My dad's from Hawaii. I'm from Miami, and I spent years down there with him. And my mom was from Vegas here, so that's why I've got Vegas. But when I was down there, I had a lot of friends from Puerto Rico and a lot of Cubans.
Right.
And it got to be, there was such a good time and culture mix. And I learned and the funny side is that one of my friends told me, he said, Mark, the only difference between the Latinos is the color of their beans. The Puerto Ricans like red beans and rice, and the Cubans like black beans and rice. What's Colombia?
Red beans.
It's red.
Red beans.
Okay.
And the Mexican beans, they are smashed.
Okay.
The Colombians, no, they are,
refried beans.
Refried beans, exactly. No, but it's funny because when I live in Miami, it's funny you say that. It's so, everybody from everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's international.
It's international city.
It's like London.
But you notice something, everybody was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Everybody in Miami is beautiful, everybody's fit, everybody looks amazing, the vibe is amazing, everybody's happy. I don't know, it's the weather.
Well, you can tell that's why you're from, you got a little Miami and you're right here. We brought some Miami.
I love the white. You know why? It's my favorite color. You're gonna see me wearing white all the time.
Okay.
It's my favorite color. And it's funny because in Colombia, we wear white the whole year.
Okay.
Here in when I was living in Atlanta, I remember it was August, oh, no more white, Natalia. You know, September, you have to go back to black.
Okay.
Say, why you have to change that? That's the culture.
Huh.
And you become one of those. Very traditional.
We're going to take a little pause for the cause. We're going to pay some bills here real quick with a little message from our sponsor right now. But we'll be right back, and I want to talk to you about plastic surgery right after this word.
My name is Nick Pomponio, and I'm here to provide you with the legal representation you deserve. Enough of the gimmicks and attorneys selling taglines. No fee until we win, millions recovered, and free consultations. These are basic, empty promises. Not only will I cut you a check, but I plan on changing your life. It's time for Las Vegas to get on another level. You need an attorney who has no fear, no limit, no equal. If you have suffered injuries in an accident, contact me today.
All right, hey, we're back here now live with Natalia from Medellin, Colombia, and Atlanta, by way of Atlanta, and Miami, and then now Vegas. Out of all the cities you could have picked out to move to, you came to Vegas because of the tax benefits as opposed to California. You would have gone to California otherwise, probably.
Exactly, right.
As close as you could to California without paying the taxes.
Exactly.
I love it.
But you know what? To be honest with you, Miami, I love Miami because it's close to go to Colombia. But for me, Vegas has been amazing. Vegas has been the most amazing city. You know, I'm being blessed with Vegas. The opportunity they had in Vegas has been amazing. So right now, I'm working with the top plastic surgeons in Las Vegas.
And I wanted to ask you about that. The plastic surgeons in Vegas here, they must all love you.
Yes. I'm being blessed and we get along. You know, I'm very grateful with my #1 doctor. He's been amazing with me. He supported me since the day one. That's why anything that he needs, I will be there for him because he believes in me. We work together. What I do for him, I provide to them the stage 1. I sell wholesale. Not only that, I do the fitting. You know, before the surgery, they send me all their clients to do the fitting. So whether you're going to have a plastic surgery or something minor, something like small, it doesn't matter. I will be there for him. So that's what I do. And then we work together with that. So it's funny, the way that did I tell you how I started here in Las Vegas?
No, tell me.
I started at the swap meet.
Really?
Yeah, at the fantastic indoor swap meet.
Oh, man. We're on the Decatur.
Okay, and Decatur.
I've been going there since I was a kid. I love that place.
It's funny, you know, my father-in-law, he took me to the place one day, and we don't have that in Colombia. And I was like, what is that? So in Spanish, they say, no, it's like a pulguero. And like, wow, this is different. It was very unique place for me. So I went there and I said, you know what? That's a great idea. You know, when you start a small business, just to see it's gonna work out or not. So that's how I started. And I got to the point one day that I had like 7 stores.
What year was that?
That was about 8 years ago.
About 8 years ago. Started Fantastic.
At the Fantastic.
Man.
I went there. This beautiful lady, Brenda, she was very helpful. And I said, you know, I want to do this. I started with 1 store. Then I went to 5 stores. I started selling baby clothes, then fajas, then women clothes, then jeans, Colombian jeans. And then I say, no, you know what? I need to focus on one thing. Then I focus in the fajas.
Okay. Out of the plastic surgeons, though, back to that little point, how many are in town, do you reckon, in Las Vegas?
So many plastic surgeons. So, yeah, so many plastic surgeons.
How many, like 30, 40?
It's about 25, 25
popular ones? Okay.
Yeah, there are one that I know they are board certified, they are plastic surgeons.
And they're active,
I'm not counting you know, when they do surgeries at the spas, I'm not counting that.
Okay.
So I'm counting like the plastic surgeons, you know, when they got the name. You know all of them too. So I know
a lot of them. Yeah, there's every now and then I see a new one, but there's a lot of people moving here from California, $3,000 a month, and some of them are doctors, and some are lawyers, and some are bringing their businesses with them. You know?
Right,
so it's really it's a boom. It's always been a boom town.
Mark, Vegas is the city for the plastic surgeries. Remember, we have all the beautiful people
and
here.
Miami.
Oh, of course, Miami. Yeah. But you know, right here in Vegas, we are in the industry. Cocktail waitresses, bartenders, all the industry. You know. All the women, they want to look beautiful. I couldn't believe it. That's why we do a lot of plastic surgeries.
Oh, yeah. Probably more here than
one of the top cities. Yeah, because you know what? The prices, they are, I mean, some doctors, they are high, some doctors, we have all kind of prices.
Oh, yeah. I met a girl here that moved to Pittsburgh, and from Pittsburgh to here, and I met her. She'd been here like a year. I said, well, how's it going? You liking Vegas? She said, oh, yeah. She said, I said, well, how was your first year? She said, well, the first year I realized the first thing I have to do is I have to get a boob job. Because I can't get a job without, all the girls here look, look healthy, and I don't, And she said, so that's the first thing she did.
That's funny.
Was, to enhance herself so that she could just get a job.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
When I went to school at Georgia Tech in Atlanta. It was way too expensive. I was working in a bar. Okay. At night.
In Atlanta?
In Atlanta.
Okay.
So remember, one of the things when I started working at the bar, I realized, okay, I need to do something different. So the first thing I did, I say, to do a good job. I say I had to do a breast augmentation. I had to be, because believe it or not, that's how you make the money. Let's be realistic. I mean, so then I went to a doctor in Atlanta and I said, I want to do this. Oh, okay. Boom. Next week, I was already working, making more money.
Doubled your tips.
Yes, double the tips, because you know what? That's the reality. That's the beauty industry.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's just part of being human.
Yes,
it's just a human thing. So, let's talk about 2026 is coming up now. It'll be right here before you know it. What are your big dreams and goals and plans? Where do you want to take this business to the next level? What's the next level for you?
Okay, so one of the things I want to take it to the next level is online business is doing amazing for me. I'm very grateful because it's not only my stores here in Las Vegas. I had 2 stores, but not only that. So I do a lot of virtual consultation. My Instagram moves a lot. I would say right now 70% of my business, it comes from Instagram. Wow. So yes, I'm very fortunate. How does it work? So people, they contact me and they say, Natalia, I would like to do a virtual consultation. You can be in Massachusetts. What I need for you, I need to see you FaceTime. I need to know how much you weigh, and I need to see the shape of your body. My fajas, they are designed by weight, not by dimensions. Okay. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Because those are post-surgery fajas.
Okay.
Okay, so, and then I started asking questions to my clients because majority of my clients, they did it before bariatric surgery. And every time they do bariatric surgery, they lose a lot of weight.
Now, what is bariatric surgery?
Bariatric surgery is when they do the gastric bypass. Gastric sleeve,
yeah, I've heard
gastric bypass, they reduce the stomach on the closet, things like that. That's bariatric surgery. As a matter of fact, the #1 bariatric hospital here is in Vegas, in the United States.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's here in Vegas. I find out because my clients, they fly to here. They had to pay out of pocket. Sometimes bariatric surgeries, they are covered by the insurance.
Okay.
Not all the time.
Okay.
So, and then they had to do the bariatric surgery. So, and they start losing weight. So I got customers that were 400 pounds and now they are 160.
Wow.
So all the skin, it gets right there. So what they had to do the skin removal. It depends how much skin they have. They had to do all the tummy tuck or the 360 tummy tuck, the whole body. So that works. And also right here in the arms, they lose the skin right here and the inner thighs. So, but at the doctor, they do the surgeries, by parts. So they do first the stomach, and then they do the arms, and then they do the legs. Not everything at the same time, because it's a long time, to be under the anesthesia. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful process.
When you say the arms, it reminds me when I was 5 years old in Florida, in Miami. My grandma, my dad's mom, grandma, I was sitting on her lap, and she was really heavy. She's probably 200 or 300 pounds, I don't know, but. I sat on her lap and she would hold her arm up and I would play with the skin underneath because it's a vivid memory. I haven't thought about that for 100 years until you just said that. It made me flash back.
It's funny you say that because my father-in-law, he used to have a big belly. And when Chloe was a baby, she used to go like this, like grandpa, like she thought it was funny.
Yeah, well, kids, when we're kids, we're just having fun.
Yeah,
kids. But the bariatric surgery is about so you're already dealing with a person who's already overweight.
Exactly.
So after the surgery, they got a lot of skin.
They had a lot of skin removal. So you ask me, what is my goal for 2026?
Yes.
I want to get involved with all the bariatric surgeons because not only with the plastic surgeons, because remember they work together. The weight loss, bariatric surgeries, and the plastic surgeons. What is my goal? Work with all those people. That way we work together with the weight loss program. So I would love that. So as a matter of fact, in October, I'm going to Louisiana. I'm going to go to one of the bariatrics meetings. It's huge in the United States. Yeah, I'm going to start joining. It's a convention.
Wow.
Yes. I want to learn. You know what is so funny? Now that I'm learning about the weight loss, it's something hard for people. They had to go through psychology, through the psychology, psychology part, through the nutritionist. They had to go through all these stages. It's not like that easy for them to lose the weight.
Yeah.
They get so many traumas when they losing that weight. And the funny part, when my clients, they start losing that weight, they cannot believe it. Wow. One of my clients came one time and I say, Natalia, I still go to the mirror and I see the big guy. They get traumatized. It's a process. They learn the process.
Yeah. I can see that, where the mental adjustment, because you're not the same person anymore.
No, Mark. Remember, it's not only about drugs, alcohol, about food. It's so many things that we have to control our brain, It's hard to control. But anyway, that's my goal for 2026. So working with all the bariatric patients, I love it, because weight loss is huge.
All right, now how do you plan on promoting the business then and getting the word out there?
What I'm doing right now, like I say again, my social media has been amazing. I've been blessed with my social media. So my followers, they support me a lot. One of the things I do different, because people, they ask me, why are you so different than everybody?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Why?
You know why?
Why?
Because right now, I'm the only one in the United States showing real videos. When you go to my videos, sometimes my videos, they can be a little harsh. They can be a little hard.
Okay.
Why? Because I'm showing the reality.
Okay.
So, but people, they send me messages. They say, thank you so much for the video, Natalia, because that happened to me. Because remember, when you have plastic surgeries, you have complications. Sometimes the scar, they can open. Sometimes you get infections.
Oh, yeah.
So how you had complications, you had to run to the ER. So you had to do another, surgery right away. That's the thing. So I'm showing.
It's back to that post-care is so important.
It's very important because you know what? One of the things, is nothing wrong going overseas doing surgeries. That's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong going to Tijuana, Colombia, Mexico, Turkey. No.
I heard Turkey. A lot of people go to Turkey.
Oh my God. Many of my followers, they go to Turkey because they do an amazing job. But this is the problem. If you decide to go all the way to overseas, not only that, you got to decide to go to Miami, make sure that you stay at least 3 weeks. That way you make sure everything is healed completely.
Before you come back.
Exactly, because then when you come back, so one of the stitches in the tummy tuck on one of the scars is going to open up. And then what are you going to do? I have people call me and say, Natalia, maybe one of your plastic surgeons can help me. So I call one, no, Natalia. Go to the ER. Tell them to go to the ER.
Yeah, they don't want to clean up somebody else's work.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they don't want to.
As a plastic surgeon, you don't want to put your hands in somebody's job. I mean, you know.
Well, also there's the lawsuit stuff, so.
Correct.
The second guy come in and then you could have a problem 3 months later, and then now you're suing both of them. You can't sue the guy in Turkey because he's in Turkey.
He's in Turkey.
But you're suing this guy,
right.
And he's like, and it could have been a problem from the first guy.
Right.
So that's why surgeons, I know plastic surgeons don't like to clean up the other guy's work.
Exactly. That's what I say to everybody. Make sure that you stay at least 3 weeks. Make sure that everything is healed. The other thing that I say to people, Mark, this is my number one advice to my clients and friends. Listen, when you're trying to find a surgeon, when you're trying to get a surgery, make sure that you do a research. Means, don't go to the first doctor. Don't go to the most expensive one. Don't go to the cheapest one. Don't go to the one because it worked for your mom, for your sister. No. You know what? Pay the consultation. Make sure that is the right doctor for your surgery. Because every surgery is different. Not because this doctor is going the breast augmentation, is going to be good for the butt implants. Things like that. So
that makes me ask another question before we get to the end here. Why is it a Brazilian butt lift? How come it's not a Colombian butt lift?
You know what is so funny? It's funny, my daughter, she's only 9 years old, and she came, Mommy, finally I know what is that you're always talking on TV and saying things. And I say, what are you talking? I say, Mommy, you always say BBL. So I went to Google and I had to find out, what is BBL? And I say, Brazilian butt lift.
Right.
Is the breast, they do the fat transfer to the back to get more volume.
Yeah, interesting. But why is it Brazilian and not Colombian?
I don't know. Just next time I answer the question to you.
Maybe they started it. Who knows?
Yeah.
They probably started it. All right. Well, last question here. Little birdie told me that you're single. Let's talk about that.
Yes, I'm single. Yes, I'm single by choice.
Okay, and?
Yeah, I'm single by choice. Yeah. I was married for a long time. But now I'm single.
Okay.
And I don't know, yeah. And
well, how's it a single woman in Vegas, businesswoman, single businesswoman in Vegas? You're in a power position.
Well,
I bet you scare a lot of guys away because you're powerful.
I know, that's the thing. But you know what, no, right now, I'm not looking for a relationship. And I'm still paying the therapies with my last guy, for me and my daughter. It was pretty hard. It was very hard, but no, right now. Right. So I'm not close. Oh, of course, I will be open to a nice relationship, but what I'm looking for is gonna be a little too hard for me because I'm from Colombia. Mark, I was raised in Colombia.
High work ethic.
Very exactly. So I'm very traditional. I'm a woman, very traditional, very about family. Family is my priority. So, and I have a beautiful daughter. Her name is Chloe. She's 9 years old. So unfortunately, I make a mistake bringing my daughter's life to another person.
Sure.
So now I had to be careful because that was a worse mistake.
Okay.
So they get attached to the person. So now next person who comes to my life is gonna be the right one. It's gonna be a person that is ready for a commitment. So
a lot of family. You're very family driven. If I understand Latino women, they have a high work ethic. The Cubans, when they came over from Cuba to Miami on the boat lift back in the day, in the 80s, I think it was, they turned Miami on its head. Nobody saw hard workers like the Cubans. Yes. They turned Miami, they built Miami.
Yeah,
Miami was just a lazy place, but when they brought so much work ethic. I know that there's a lot of work ethic, and there's a lot of family, and a lot of love for the family. And
for me, for me, I'm very, like I said to you, I'm very family oriented. I love to work. I love my business. I enjoy. I got so much passion. One of the things I always say to a person, it doesn't matter what you do. Even if you do cleaning, it doesn't matter. Just put in the passion. Yeah. I'm a person with passion. And I put a lot of passion. And I put a passion for my family, put a passion for my business, for my friends. When I love my friends, oh my God, I'm all into my passion. It's that. That, and if you don't make it in Vegas, you don't make it anywhere. Because let me tell you this. Like I say to you, I'm very grateful with Vegas. Vegas has been an amazing city for me. And I'm very grateful with the plastic surgeons. They've been supporting me. So I'm very grateful with my life. Very grateful. Yeah. And with my clients. My clients, they are amazing. I never had issues with any of my clients.
And who knew this was a business? I never knew, and now I know. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are the expert. You are the expert. So,
thank
you guys for watching here today on Ask the Expert with MyVegas Magazine. Thank you, Natalia.
What a
joy.
Much. Appreciate you.
We'll take care of business after this. We'll get you a copy of this video, and we invite you to enjoy the show. And how do they reach you if they want to get more information?
Through my Instagram, Faja Sweat. When you go to the Faja Sweat, you're gonna see it right there. Everything in my website.
No dashes, no underscore, just Faja Sweat.
Just Faja Sweat.
Go there on Instagram, look her up if you want more information. And
appreciate you so much.
And if you're getting surgery done, make sure you call her because somebody's going to have to take care of you for a couple of weeks when you get done.
Exactly. That's what I do. That's what I do. I've been doing this. I got my experience with the post-care. And I will explain you everything for the best recovery and for the best results.
Yeah. Awesome, blossom.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. See you on the next time on Ask the Expert with MyVegas Magazine. Yay.